99% of men never do this, and that's exactly why women can secretly become obsessed with them. Pay close attention, because this habit is what separates the average man from the man who constantly stays on a woman's mind. It doesn't require money, muscles, status, or an expensive lifestyle. But once you truly understand it, simply being around you can begin to create attraction. Stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal is something most men completely ignore and unknowingly use to destroy their love lives. Let's make one thing clear. This isn't about purchasing expensive gifts, and it isn't about acting confident when deep down you're actually lost. It's something much deeper than that. And here's the best part. It's free. It's simple. And once you master it, you'll experience a level of respect and attraction that most men never get to experience. Are you ready? Because this is the change you need to make. The secret is Stoicism. Yes, this is what Stoicism is all about. You might believe Stoicism is simply an ancient philosophy created for old thinkers and outdated books. But the reality is that Stoicism is extremely practical and incredibly powerful. It's the ability to control the way you respond to life. When you develop this ability, you instantly gain an advantage that 99% of men don't possess. Most men go through life controlled by their emotions. They react instead of responding. They become angry, frustrated, and allow their emotional state to control their behavior. And women are completely aware of this. Women are naturally drawn to men who can remain calm when they're under pressure, men who don't lose control, men who can move through chaos without falling apart. Imagine this situation. You're at a social gathering and something unexpected happens. Suddenly, the atmosphere becomes tense or uncomfortable. Most men start to panic, fidget, and desperately try to force the situation back to normal. But you remain calm, composed, and steady. Women notice that. They sense it, and they realize that you're different. That's Stoicism being applied in real life. 99% of men never develop this quality, yet women are naturally attracted to emotionally stable men. When you stop reacting to every small thing, you become stronger, more reliable, and someone they feel they can trust. And this is something most men fail to understand. Women don't simply pay attention to what you say. They watch how you behave when you're under stress. When you remain calm, you're sending a powerful message. I'm not losing control. I'm not giving up. I'm capable of facing life. I'm someone people can rely on. That kind of energy is magnetic. Now let me ask you something. Have you ever allowed your emotions to get out of control and then watched a situation completely fall apart because of it? If you have, stay with me. We're about to unlock the next level. And before we continue, subscribe now so you don't miss the next part of this transformation. Trust me, this next step can change everything. Part 2. How to apply Stoicism. Now that you understand what Stoicism means, let's talk about how you can bring it into your everyday life. The first rule is extremely simple. Focus only on what you can control. Life will always bring challenges your way. People will disappoint you. Plans will fail. Things won't always happen the way you expected. You cannot control all of these things. But there is one thing you can always control: your response. That is the foundation of Stoicism. When something negative happens, most people respond emotionally. They explode, complain, and end up making the situation even worse. But a Stoic person pauses, takes a breath, thinks, and then responds with logic and composure. And when you begin doing this, something remarkable happens. You immediately separate yourself from the crowd. Women find this incredibly attractive. They appreciate men who don't overreact, men who remain stable, and men who don't allow small problems to destroy their entire mood. That's why emotional strength can place you in the top 1%. Think about it. Have you ever met someone who stays completely calm while everything around them is falling into chaos? Doesn't that create trust? Doesn't it make you feel safer when you're around that person? That's how women can feel when they're around a calm and composed man. You become an emotional anchor. So here's what you need to do. The next time something stressful happens at work, during a date, or somewhere in your everyday life, pause. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself, what response could I give right now if I truly practiced